I grew up watching a lot of Bollywood films. My mom is super Bollywood, and I just had this like crazy attraction towards the way she danced, and I was always like, I want to dance like that.
Especially like in the 90s when,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
The Shah Rukh Khan and all these.
Yeah.
My God, yeah, I loved her.
Yeah,
She was really great.
she's still awesome.
What part of Madhuri Dixit's creativity or choreography kind of inspired you?
I think what attracted me most to her was like her grace and then her expressions. There's so many amazing, obviously, actresses in the industry, but she just has this spark, and you just want to keep watching her. And I used to rewind everything, like all the movies, like when the songs would come on, I'd rewind them back and then rewatch them over and over and over and try to like mimic her.
Is there like a favorite clip you kind of watch over and over, or like a favorite movie?
The song is probably not really appropriate, but I used to always watch Joli Ke Piche Kya Hai, because I feel like she killed every expression in there.
Yes. So do you take forms or like elements from her dance or in your creative process, and you bring your choreography?
I think so. I think when I first started dancing with Nana, I used to dance with Nana, and we both used to just kind of take her moves.
Okay.
We used to do all of her moves and like try to mimic her in any kind of way, her body language, and it's crazy because she doesn't just do like in one move, she moves like her entire body.
Yeah.
And I feel like we used to always just kind of try to like mimic her.
Yeah.
I still do. Yeah.
I still watch her videos. So how are you managing all this fame and then still holding on to your culture back home and family, even when you started? How did you handle all this obligations, kind of?
I mean, it's a challenge every day.
Yeah.
But my parents are definitely, my friends, everyone keeps me very grounded.
Yeah.
They don't care who I am. They don't ever give me that kind of attention, and it's like I go to work and then I come home, and I have this amazing balance in life. And I feel like that definitely helps me kind of like deal with everything.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm famous. Like I just think that I'm able to connect to people in a different way. And that happens to be through dance, and dance is a universal language.
Yes.
So, and I get a lot of, other ethnicities at my workshops, and some of them don't speak English. Actually, in New York, I had someone fly from Colombia.
Oh, wow.
And she didn't speak English, so she came and she took the class, and she just kept saying, thank you, thank you, thank you. And she's
wow.
I'm not from here.
Yeah.
So it's just so cool that I was able to, we were able to connect not through words, but through dance.
For sure, yeah. I think your dance, it has a very cool, simplistic value, but very nice to look at as well. So
thank you.
When you started out at YouTube, I think one of your first videos was Bollywood vs. Bhangra by Playground, right? That was your first video by Playground Studios, was that it?
Yeah, one of our first dance videos.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so did you have?
We started the channel, and it was funny because I had I did a TV show on PTC Punjabi, which a lot of people don't know about, and I hosted it.
Okay.
And they used to always tell me, they're like, we got to make a channel together. We got to make a channel together. So we created this channel, and I used to do funny stuff. I used to go on the streets of San Jose. And try to teach people how to dance,
or flash mobs and stuff.
Oh yeah, and I think Pokemon Go was really big back then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I used to go up to all the Pokemon Go. There were so many. It was everyone was out. I've never seen people out like that in my life, but I used to go up to them and teach them dance moves. So we kind of did videos like that. We were just having fun.
Yeah,
I was still studying.
And then you saw oh, people like this so much, and you get user base.
Yeah, we were just having fun.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we decided, even when we did Wonderland, we're still till today just having fun.
Okay.
But we did that for fun, and then we posted it, and then bam, we were like, wait a minute, what just happened? It went viral, and it was cool.
Yeah, for sure. So when you started this, when you started this channel, what kind of doors have opened up for you? What kind of things have you seen that can be made possible then?
Every door possible that I thought can never open for me has opened, and I always feel very blessed. I don't take all the opportunities just because I want to stay grounded to dance, and I want to stay true to my passion, and I feel like it's very easy to go from dancing to acting and then kind of lose what I started. So I stayed true.
Yeah.
Like it was our team. We always had this goal and to kind of stay true to dance and just kind of follow through. But definitely a lot of opportunities, and I got to meet a lot of amazing people, and they're all so nice.
Yeah.
Everyone's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone's so nice. Yeah.
So now you have this huge following, this huge subscriber base with you.
Yeah.
Where would you like to take this career now? And like now I guess you're starting these workshops around the world.
Around the world.
Oh yeah.
I definitely want to open a bunch of schools. I have a school where I live in my hometown. I don't advertise it, but I do have a school there. But I do want to open dance schools all around India, the world, wherever I can reach, and wherever it's possible. So, but yeah.
Okay. And what kind of dance will these kind of schools teach?
Well, my academy, we teach everything. We teach Bhangra, we have a jazz instructor, hip hop.
Wow. Okay.
I don't teach there yet.
Okay.
So once I'm done traveling, I will.
Okay.
But yeah, we kind of cover everything. Ballet, anything.
Oh, okay.
Dance.
Okay. Is these just for like beginner people or people who want to go into professional?
Anybody.
Or,
anybody can come. Yeah.
Wow, nice. So let's focus more on your YouTube career.
Okay.
That's kind of like your bread and butter right now. That's where you started your
It's definitely where we built our brand. Yeah.
Yes. So what kind of pros and I guess cons have you seen while working with YouTube so far?
I always say YouTube, Instagram, these are your biggest platforms.
Yes.
It's your biggest stage. So, I mean, we can sit here and I can perform, but I'm not going to get the biggest audience like I would on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's definitely a way to grow. The only issue we have ever had is we're not able to monetize our videos. And a lot of people don't know that. So we actually don't make anything off of YouTube. It's just a way for us to brand ourselves and to get us out there. But I am actually working, I was in the studio yesterday, so I'm coming out with a song. I'm not singing, but I'm going to come out with a song, and it's going to be purely mine, and I have some amazing artists on it. And yeah, so I'll be able to finally monetize, so I'm super excited.
So you're writing this song?
I wish I could write. My Punjabi is not that great. I try, but it's not that great.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
So when is it coming out?
Well, we just started. We got the beat down.
Okay.
We got a couple of artists to kind of check it out, and then we got the medley going.
Okay.
Now we have to get the lyrics down, and then
lyrics, and then the choreography, and then.
Yeah, so we're gonna do the song and then shoot a video.
Okay.
That's the goal.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So, what kind of artists are you working with in this one?
I can't speak of it yet because we haven't locked it down.
Okay.
But Jay Static, he's a producer.
Yes.
He is producing the song, and he's an amazing producer. He's worked with a lot of big names in the industry, so I'm really excited to work with him. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's cool.
Nice. Okay. So YouTube is one part. What about going into like now Bollywood and all that stuff?
Okay.
How do you feel about that? Do you want to go into Bollywood? And I mean, I'm sure you're very talented, so you can definitely step into it. But how do you feel about that?
I was presented the opportunity, and I did go. And I just felt that at that time, it wasn't what I wanted. It wasn't something that I don't want to act, like I wasn't into all of that. I'm still not into all of that. I still just want to dance.
Okay.
But I really want to go into the Punjabi industry, and I've gotten a lot of opportunities for like acting, but when I present the idea of choreography, they're kind of just like,
yeah?
maybe
like
not.
Punjabi
kind of.
movies.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So I'm still trying to get my foot in that door, like as in like, let me choreograph like one song, let me show you what I could do. But if I can have the opportunity to choreograph in Bollywood, which I feel like if I go to India, I might get that opportunity, but I would love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah?
As a choreographer.
Okay.
But I know it's
acting.
really hard there because I worked with Prince and Alicia and Ahmed Khan, so I got to see how hard it is as a choreographer there.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't want to act? You wouldn't, no.
Maybe in like 10 years when I'm old. I would want like a mom role. I feel like I'm more of a mom.
But you were part of a Bollywood, briefly.
Yeah, briefly.
For Rabta, right?
Yeah.
So how was that experience like? How did that happen?
I remember just like standing there. So I mean, production here is amazing in America, but in India it is like just crazy.
Okay.
It is like insane. They're, you know, like they got like 200 people on the crew. Some of them are not even doing anything,
Right.
but like one person's gonna hold your water. It's like crazy how
Yeah.
they work. It's actually really cool to watch,
Okay.
but the production itself, like the way they shoot films and the way that they have everybody set up around and the way that the cameras are just like all around you, it's a little intimidating because I've never seen that before. So
Okay.
that was like the coolest part of my
Okay.
experience there. Yeah.
Yeah. The like
It's
production
still like
side is more,
imprinted in my mind.
is
I
very
can see.
big, and
Yeah.
these mainstream actors, Sushant, I guess, was the actor.
Sushant, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So-
he's an awesome dancer.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen the video.
He kills it. I don't know where he gets his energy, but he kills it.
You were pretty good. I mean, you were really good there too. But
Thank you. Yeah, me and Alicia were in the back just like showing him the moves.
I think you should come in
Yeah.
the front a little bit. But so how did you start with Playground? Now your dance studio is a
So
studio.
Playground,
Yeah.
I'm branded under Playground. They're
Okay.
a company. They're my management.
Okay.
So we did, going back to the TV show, we started a TV show together, and then we just became friends. They're really
Yeah.
chill.
Okay.
They're a bunch of dudes, and it's like me. They have to deal with me all the time, girl problems, you know. But they're awesome, and
Yeah.
so yeah, we've gone like way back. So
Oh yeah.
yeah,
No, that's cool.
yeah, they're fun to work with.
Oh, okay, cool. How did you come up with this? Now you working with Playground, making all these music videos, right? How did you come up with this whole tour now, the season tour now, to make this more mainstream and getting it more out there and the Manpreet style dance?
Yeah.
How's that possible?
I feel like with my workshops, it was kind of like a demand kind of
Okay.
thing.
Okay.
Obviously, like dance is so new in America. I think that like kind of what I'm doing is like very new. Not a lot of people are pursuing it as a career because we don't get paid by YouTube. So we're technically not YouTubers, right? So we have to find some way of making an income, right?
Yeah, for sure.
We gotta
Yeah.
make that money. So
Okay.
with demand, we started doing workshops, and then I started loving it because I used to actually teach.
Yeah.
My whole life I taught. Like even when I was going to school, I was constantly teaching, and I loved teaching, and I just forgot how much I love teaching.
Yeah.
And I did that first workshop, and I was like, can we keep doing this? So every month we get to pick a place, and we go, and I have the best time of my life.
Yeah.
That one day literally makes up for
Yeah,
every day I
yeah.
don't get to teach.
I was there last week, and I
Yeah,
didn't
he
know.
was there. He did my classical dance. He was awesome.
Yeah. I didn't know it was classical, first of all.
It's okay.
I
You
thought-
still did your like.
Yeah.
You still
I
did your
tried.
thing,
but
yeah.
Yeah, you could be honest, but I did get a thumbs up.
You did.
Yes.
Yeah. I was really proud of you.
I know, thanks.
Yeah, you did awesome.
So seems like from your videos you are more into this traditional Punjabi style folk.
Yeah.
Is this something you really, that kind of dance you really like, or do you want to now go into more Bollywood or semi-classical? Or
I'm folk at heart.
okay,
I grew up doing Bhangra. So
Yeah.
Bhangra and then Gidda. So it just kind of like, it just runs in me, and
Okay.
I can't like help myself.
okay,
I do venture off here and there to like other genres, but I always come back to folk,
Yeah.
and I feel like it's missing
yeah,
right now.
yeah.
I don't know, I personally feel that way, like in
Okay.
movies and even like other dancers, like everyone's kind of more fusion right now, and I'm doing the same thing.
Right.
But I feel like it's really good to just come back and
Yeah.
come, like Laung Lachi was very folk for
Yeah.
me. I just did Multan, that was very folk for
Yeah.
me. So I enjoy it the most.
Where do you get these dancers? So these are people who work with you, or?
So these are students.
Oh, these are students.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're students at Dream Studios is my studio.
Okay.
They're students that are at our studio, and they're very young. They're 13, 14-year-olds.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah, they're really awesome.
Yeah, I've seen those.
Yeah.
Do you collaborate? I hear you collaborate with Shivani and Chaya as well. And
I did work with Shivani and Chaya.
Okay.
I actually worked with them here in New York at IFA. I came for.
Oh, you were
a
here for
different-
IFA?
Yeah, I was here.
It's 2 years ago, I think it was.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay,
And
what
I
did you do
it-
there?
So I was supposed to go on stage with Sushant, and then they had this, an issue happened.
Okay.
So we ended up pulling back, and then Shivani and Chaya needed dancers, so we ended up dancing with Diljit.
Ah.
Yeah, so
okay.
it was really fun.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a good time on stage.
Oh,
So we
yeah.
did, instead of doing IFA, we did IFA Rocks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know about that.
Yeah.
So what about, would you ever try to do other languages like English or Spanish or?
I did Mi Gente.
Oh, yes. I saw
Funny
that.
story, I had no idea what he was saying until he was like, musica. And I was like, okay, musica.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. So are you going to plan to do more? Or are you gonna...
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, always.
Cool. So are you also looking for collaborations? Like, do you like to collaborate with more stars?
Yeah.
Like Shah McDobber, for example.
Yeah.
He's a famous choreographer in
Yeah,
India, I'm guessing.
yeah.
So how do you feel about...
I would love to.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would love to.
When do you think you're going to start?
I'm going to be going to India soon.
Okay.
So if anybody knows anyone that can help me in Punjab, but I'm going to be going to Bombay, so I have a few friends there, and I do have a couple of friends that I made on social media. I feel like now we can say that we're friends, but I will be teaching them. So I think slowly, like once I come to India, I think it might be easier for me to like, you know, kind of work with everyone.
Like step into the Bollywood world, or like that you want for your own kind of brand?
I just want to, I just want to work with people.
Yeah. For sure.
If I can spread some kind of happiness through dance, like I'm cool with that.
Oh, cool. What is your favorite piece? Manpreet Toor's favorite piece, and then like
of dance.
Yes, and then your favorite video, and then
of mine.
Yes.
Okay.
And then not yours as well.
Of mine, I would say Laung Lachi.
Yeah.
I think just the process of that was really fun.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't look at the video. I kind of look at like how we came about it.
Mm-hmm.
That one, and then I would say my collaboration with Simi Singh, who's also a YouTuber.
Oh, yes, yeah.
She's really fun to work with.
You did that Yeah Baby one.
Yeah Baby.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I just loved like kind of collaborating with her.
Mm-hmm.
And she's a dancer.
She is.
Yeah, she is a dancer.
Yeah.
She used to dance, and I didn't know that when I started. I was like, why? I was like, you're getting like all these moves down. I was like, did you dance before? She's like, yeah. So that was definitely, those two were like my favorite ones, like overall. In Bollywood, there's so many. Oh God. I think recently I love Dilbar. I feel like they like hit it on the mark.
Okay.
I know they've been like making remakes of songs right now.
Bollywood's kind of doing that now. Right?
Yeah, and I think they did that one in Akhmade like perfectly.
Okay.
Yeah, especially Dilbar though.
Okay.
Yeah, and she's beautiful and she can move. Yeah.
Okay.
She can move.
So I noticed from your music videos you kind of go old style Indian folk dance, but there's this new age of Punjabi songs coming up, especially with artists like Badshah and Diljit and Hardi Sandhu and all that stuff. Do you ever feel like you're going to choose one of their songs for one of your music videos?
I don't really look at like any artist when I think of a song. I just dance to whatever I feel. And I usually have to listen to the song for 2 weeks. That's usually how I work. Yeah, I don't know. I like have to, it's funny, like if anybody ever sits in my car, they're going to get totally bored of me because I'll just keep blasting the same song. It'll be on repeat. But yeah, I don't really kind of gravitate like towards artist. I kind of gravitate towards like their music. And Diljit has a lot of good songs. Hardi Sandhu has a lot of good songs. And I mean, in the future, like if I ever do, then I would.
Do you
totally.
take requests?
Do I take requests?
Yeah.
What do you have? Which one?
Proper Patola. I love that song.
Yeah, that's a really good song.
Yeah.
That is a good song. Okay, I'll think about it.
Yeah, and then you can dedicate
Maybe
it to
you can collaborate with me.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, right here.
As a dancer.
As a dancer, okay.
But you have to teach me for like a year though.
Okay.
Before.
Okay, no problem. A whole year.
Okay, what else besides dancing, dude? Singing and acting, I heard, right?
No singing. No singing. And maybe in the future, like I love to take, I feel like with acting, like I would need classes.
Okay.
I don't understand acting. And I feel like a lot of people think I do because I do a lot of expressions in my videos, but it's completely different. I think talking and then just singing and having an expression is like something completely different.
You are you do a lot of expressions in your choreography. Yeah. So I guess that is part of acting.
But then I think with me, like with music, I think it resonates better with me. Like I'm able to like actually relate to it. I kind of like put myself in the situation. Like if the guy is like being mean to me, then I'll pretend, like in the song, I'll pretend like he's being mean to me and I'll have those like emotions. Or if I'm like supposed to be happy. But yeah, acting, I feel like I would need to take a bunch of classes.
But yeah, singing. Okay. I hear you're doing great Bolia.
Bolia,
Yes.
yeah. I had to learn them for my brother's wedding, so that's
Okay.
why. Yeah.
You mind showing?
Oh no. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
इत्थे प्यार दी पुछ कोई ना, इत्थे प्यार दी पुछ कोई ना, तेरे नाल नहीं ओ बोलना, तेरे मुँह ते मुछ कोई ना, तेरे नाल नहीं ओ बोलना, तेरे मुँह ते मुछ कोई ना. I don't know if you guys know what that means, but I just said, I said I don't want to talk to you because you don't have a stash.
Audience question.
Yeah, so you said you were working on like a song of your own, kind of.
Yeah.
How do you think like the music space in terms of like Western influence on like Bollywood or Punjabi music kind of plays into like the dance scene?
Oh, it's really big right now. I think, I don't know if I'm going to answer this right, but I just think that right now, even in India, like everybody loves American music. They kind of gravitate towards it. It's kind of like in. So I've noticed, like even with dancers, if they're not dancing to anything that's kind of like hip-hoppy, but they're still doing hip-hop moves to Indian music. So I think it's like, I don't know if I answered that right.
Like, do you think that's like a good thing, a bad thing?
I think it's an awesome
Okay.
thing because I feel like we should be, you know, kind of like venturing out to different genres, like hip hop, like with American music. And it's, I mean, if you listen to like Diljit, or if you listen to a lot of these new artists, they have this influence
Right.
of like American Western music. So I think it's awesome. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not like, I don't know if I like to dance to it, but I love listening to it.
Okay.
So same thing, right?
So I know that on your side you did this merchandise. You have this whole new collection, Manpreet Toor collection.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Can you explain a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so my Indian collection is with B. Anu Designs. So I'm
Okay.
actually her brand ambassador. So she does like my Indian clothing, and then she does like, we came out with chokers, and they did really good.
Oh yeah, I see that.
Yeah, we
lot
kept
in-
selling out, and then I think we just didn't know when to stop not selling them. So, but it did great. But today I'm actually launching merch here in New York for the first time with Roots Gear. I'm actually going to be heading there right after this. So I'm really excited. The whole concept behind what we're launching is very important to me. My team kind of brought up the idea of Nachne Wali. So Nachne Wali in India is basically what it means in English means like somebody who dances but not in a good way. Like it's not something you want to call somebody. And that's like a really misused term in
Right.
India.
Yeah.
And when I first started dancing, I was not referred as that, but I kind of felt like when I went to India, like my family was like, you shouldn't be dancing, like girls don't dance, or girls don't do this certain type of Bhangra, which is first started with men, right? Like boys used to do it. That girls don't do that, or just like you don't perform at parties, and then guys dance on this side, girls dance on this side. So obviously we can't put Nachne Wali on a shirt. But we did come up with the term, Damit from Roots Gear actually came up with it, and it's called Nachna Te Nach, which means dance if you want to dance, and just to kind of spread the message that, you know, there should be no stigma behind a girl performing on stage. And I feel like we've come a long way. I feel like we've, with YouTube, I feel like when I first started, I remember there wasn't anybody making YouTube videos like that.
Right.
Yeah, and we started with Bali Shake, me and Nana.
Okay.
So we kind of started, I don't know if you guys, and they kind of are, they're from here, right? New
Okay.
York or Jersey?
Yeah.
So, and I remember like a lot of dads were like, you shouldn't be dancing, focus on school. You know, girls don't really perform. And, you know, my parents were kind of like, don't perform at weddings, don't perform at parties. And so we're trying to get rid of that like
Right.
stigma and just kind of be like, if you want to dance, just dance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
So where did this inspiration for your merchandise come from? So you do jewelry and,
Yeah.
and chokers.
Yeah.
And then clothes.
Yeah.
Okay. Where did all this inspiration?
I mean, chokers, I used to wear chokers all the time.
Yeah.
I was like obsessed with chokers. I wouldn't even leave the house without a choker on. It was really bad. To the point where everyone's like, Kate, you need to stop wearing chokers. And then I thought it'd be cool just to launch something like Indian, like with clothing.
Okay.
I love Indian clothing. If I could come here in a suit or a lehenga, I totally would.
Yeah.
And then for the t-shirts, it's just, I think just, it was time for us to launch some merch.
Okay. So
Yeah.
is this primarily in USA or?
No, it's going to be worldwide. In 2 weeks, we will launch it online.
Let's kind of go back to your YouTube channel.
Okay.
As an artist, especially as a big artist like yourself,
Oh, thank
you have to deal with a lot of criticism,
Yeah.
some negative. How do you kind of sidestep that and still grow as an artist even after that? How do you take that positively?
Well, I think any criticism is good, even if it's like bizarre and weird and mean. I mean, it's all a growth, right? Like you're going to grow from, because I mean, everyone can be like, you're good, you're good, you're good.
Right.
But when people tell you like, hey, like you need to work on this, or you need to work on that. And I kind of take everything in. I never usually get mad unless I was body shamed recently, unless it's like body shaming or something like that.
Okay.
But and then I do speak out because I feel like as I was given this platform for a reason, and I believe in that. So if I can be a voice for other women in any way, I try my best. I'm not very vocal on social media, but when I can, I do. Yeah.
Right. So yeah, I guess pertaining to that answer, then how do you inspire future Manpreet Tours or women who go through this kind of stuff? And
how do I inspire? That's a good question. I think because I'm more quiet on social media. I think just by not responding to negative comments and kind of always recognizing the positive in everything. I actually preach a lot of positivity, even with my friends and my family, and I feel like it's very important to live a positive life and to always look at what's full instead of what's empty, like the glass full. But I think just by kind of showing that through social media, not really speaking upon bad things, I guess, is like how.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Smiling through it all.
Yeah. Recently, you got 1 million subscribers. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What's your strategy not to go bigger? How do you get to 2 million or 10 million even?
I think consistency is very important, and
Okay.
I've learned that because when I don't post a video for like 2 months, we don't lose subscribers, but it just starts slowing down the number of subscribers we're getting. So I think it's really important if you're pursuing YouTube or pursuing anything on social media to be consistent, to constantly, you have to keep your audience engaged. It's a business at the end of the day, right? So they want to see more, they want to see more. So you just got to keep feeding into that.
Okay.
And I know it gets hard sometimes, especially when you're traveling. And then sometimes, like writer's block, we get dancer's block. And we're like, oh, what song should I do? And then sometimes I'm like, I don't want to dance to any song. But I personally have made this goal in the last couple of months where I need to hit the studio every day. I go to the studio when I'm not traveling. I go to the studio every day. Even if I'm not dancing, I think I'm just blasting music. I'm in the studio. I'm just moving my body. And it definitely works. So
Sure. American reality shows and Indian reality shows. There's a big emphasis on dance, I guess, in today's society.
Yes.
So I don't know if you follow, but in India there was Boogie Woogie first, and then Dance India Dance, and all those. How do you feel about those? Do you feel like you would actually compete in one of this?
I was supposed to actually judge one.
Oh, okay.
And when Dance India Dance first started, we were called to it. But at the time, we were in high school. And obviously, our parents were like, you got to graduate high school at least. So we kind of backed off on that. And then I had a dance partner at the time, and we were both going to school. So we kind of kept this as a passion. It wasn't something we were trying to pursue. And then later on, we tried to. But like now, I feel like I think I've learned enough about the shows where I don't know if I would go into it. As a dancer, I wouldn't mind being a judge. I got the opportunity, but I didn't go.
Okay.
And I'm not sure why I didn't, but I just didn't go. And I don't know, sometimes India scares me.
Really?
I get scared, yeah. I get scared.
It's just so hard over there, or?
It's overwhelming. The first time I ever went to India, so I'm from Malaysia.
Okay.
And then I was brought up and raised in California. And I went to India and I cried for 2 weeks because poverty, I didn't realize how bad it was over there. So every time I go there, I get distracted by all of that.
Yeah.
But I do try to go into like, you know, the poorer areas, and I try to hang out with the kids. Funny story, I brought them Ghirardelli chocolates and they refused to take them. And I was like, Ghirardelli chocolates? They wanted water.
Oh,
and it's just so amazing going there like that, but I'm just a really soft person. Like I could cry right now talking about it, but I think that's what scares me the most is seeing that, and I don't think I can ever get used to that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like that's what always stops me from going to India. But I would definitely want to go out there and like, for those reasons and help the kids and stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
We have an audience question.
Hi, my name is Safwan. I love your dance videos. Thank you for doing them, putting it out there. I am just curious how, if you don't mind sharing, how life changes after, you know, becoming an artist and recognizing on the streets, and do you love the attention? Maybe do you have any anecdotes or stories that, you know, because this is a life-changing experience for you. So would love to get a glimpse of that kind of lifestyle.
Yeah, it definitely is life-changing. Thank you for that question. I don't think I can get used to it. I try to keep myself as grounded and humble as possible because I always kind of say this, like, my followers they're like my family. They made me who I am, right? And without them, I wouldn't be sitting here. I wouldn't be doing these workshops. I wouldn't be traveling the world. So I'm always very grateful for them. As far as like life-changing, it's just been so hard to accept. Sometimes I'm like, me? Guys like me? And I always kind of like step back. I never say no to pictures. I always try to have a conversation. I always try to remember as many people as I can. I'm not like Shah Rukh Khan level or anything, but I feel like if they can appreciate me, I should be able to appreciate them. And I always try to show that love back, just by kindness and like talking and things like that. But my life it's been good. Like in Cali, it's calm. But recently, every time I go out, I feel like I have to wear makeup because everyone's like, can I take a picture? And then I look like crap. That's been like a little bit hard for me because I don't like wearing makeup. And yeah, coming here has definitely been hard, walking the streets, getting recognized. My mom actually didn't really understand my life for a long time. She didn't, because I don't talk about it. Like, I don't tell my mom, like, oh, this person recognized me or this person. So we brought her here one time, and then she was really proud, and she would always be like, I'm her mom. You want a picture with me? But one cool story, when the first time I actually talked about it, I did a thing with Taj Mahal tea, and I had to do a wow moment with them. And one of my favorite wow moments, when I kind of realized that maybe people like me, I went to Maryland and I had a show, and it was insane because all of the performers, they made a tunnel for us, and it was like this long tunnel to get to, like, from our dressing room to the stage. And we're walking and they're screaming, and it just didn't click in my mind because I'm like, okay, we got to perform. And then this guy's like crying, screaming, hysterically crying, and he's just saying like, oh my God, it's you. And I was like, I was literally like, what? And even my students, because I had two of my students, they're like, what's going on? And then, that always stuck with me. And I was like, wow. And I remember like calling my mom, and I was like, I think that we're important somewhere.
In America, let's talk about America. When someone, especially not a Desi crowd like ourselves, when someone thinks about Indian dance, they really think about more classical Bharatanatyam style. Especially if you ever watch these reality shows again. So you think in dance, when these guys do these Bollywood routines, just like it doesn't make sense to the lyrics.
Yeah.
It's just part knocking to the
Yeah.
acts. So how do you think you can bring that? Because now we're very involved, the Indian
Yeah,
dance, and
yeah.
I mean, you have hip hop and contemporary and all
Yeah,
that
yeah.
stuff. How do we kind of dissolve that kind of perception of Indian dance and like take it to the next level?
To the next level. You know what's funny is I always think when people come up to me and I tell them that I do Bollywood, they're like, oh, this? Oh, this? And I'm like, yeah, you got it, just like that.
Okay.
I feel like it's just, I think it's dissolving itself.
Okay.
I know a lot of people that are not Indian that are attracted to even Bollywood movies, like they're so big.
Right.
I don't know if you know, but I heard Amir Khan is huge in China. So it's like, you know, they
Yeah.
watch the subtitles. And
Yeah.
I feel like it's in itself getting, yeah,
Okay.
kind of dissolved there. But I feel like we're also, as dancers, kind of gravitating towards like hip hop and other American genres that are not like traditional Indian dances, which
Right.
are kind of like crossing over the two.
Right.
And I know a lot of artists that have, a lot of dancers who have collaborated with like I'm going to say it's Matt Stefanina. Sorry,
Yeah, okay.
I'm saying his name the other way wrong.
Yeah.
So you know, it's happening.
Mhm.
It's happening in itself, and I feel like it's going to continue to happen. And
Right,
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
You are sort of your own brand, and I'm guessing a fair amount of managing like the, you know, the merchandise line and the tours and all of
Yeah.
that is, you know, you're a businesswoman also
Yeah.
with a dancer. So I'm
Yeah.
curious sort of what lessons you've learned along the way, and maybe if you can talk a little bit about that aspect of,
Through business.
yeah,
Yeah.
or, you know, the business of being, I guess, a YouTube star, even if you can't monetize.
Yeah. Okay, that's a great question. Thank you. What lessons have I learned? A lot of lessons. So my team kind of handles more of the business, which is awesome because when it comes to money, oh boy, like I can't even be like, hey, like you have to pay for. I just can't do it. Even like asking sometimes like for my own pay, like in the cut, I just can't. But I've definitely learned to be like stronger. And more firm when it comes to business. I used to kind of let things slide and let people walk all over me kind of thing. Not that they probably meant to, but it's just how the business world works, right? But definitely being more firm, I would say, like with what I want, kind of presenting myself in a stronger way because I look really young. Usually people think I'm like 18, 19 years old. So they don't take me very seriously. And I don't travel with my team, so they're not there to talk business. And half the time I have to be like, okay, let's talk business. But definitely being more firm. I still stay away from business. I know. I just don't like know how to fully do it. And I didn't grow up around it. My dad's an engineer. My mom works in the bank, and like they don't even talk business. So I just wouldn't ever know, and half the time I'm always on the phone calling my manager like, what do I say, what do I do now? But being firm is definitely a big lesson that I've learned. Yeah, especially in India. Yeah, it's funny because I feel like it's like reverse psychology there.
Yeah.
So I was super nice
Yeah.
and nothing was happening, and the minute I was like mean, like
Yeah.
everything happened, and I was like, okay, and I was like, I don't want to be mean, but that's just how they work. Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta learn everybody's tricks. It's different there. Obviously, you can't be mean here. You know, you have to be like nice, talk politely, or else you're not gonna get anything done. But yeah, you kind of gotta learn the language of business everywhere you go. Yeah.
Well, thank you for being here. We all love your videos, so thank you and keep posting them. A question for you, how do you balance all the forms of social media? So YouTube, Snapchat, Instagram, stay connected with your audience, but still have enough balance for yourself to have that personal time?
I believe in balance a lot. I always try to teach that to my fellow artist friends. It's really important because it's very easy to, especially with social media, to kind of get trapped into it. Because I know it's like a habit to scroll and sit there, and especially when you're kind of doing what I'm doing, where you constantly have to post and like talk about your life all the time. It's so easy to sit there and get like sucked into it. But definitely I know they have this thing on Instagram where it tells you how long you've been on Instagram for, like your activity. So that's helped me. it's really tough, and I feel like it's something you have to kind of find in yourself, because when you get addicted, because I know a lot of artists, not artists, but like people that are addicted to Instagram, addicted to social media, and they're not Instagrammers or YouTubers. So I can't even like, I don't know how to explain it. I just feel like you have to like find it in yourself to be like, okay, I'm gonna go. Like for me, I don't like to post a lot. So I don't know if you check my phone, my manager's over here like, keep posting, and I don't usually share a lot of my life unless it's my cute little niece, which I voluntarily share. But I feel like kind of breaking down social media into your schedule, as in like, okay, at this time I'm going to go live, and at this time I'm going to post. At this time, we're going to post a video on YouTube. So kind of keeping it as a business more so than a personal thing, I think helps. Yeah, but then I guess for like people who don't have a business, I don't know. I know a lot of people are addicted to Instagram. I know they're going to do a study on it, right? Am I wrong? They are doing a study on it because it brings a lot of anxiety, and then with Instagram comes like depression because you're comparing yourself, and we can go on into that topic too. Yeah, but keeping it a part of like a schedule is the best way for me personally to balance. I don't know how other people do it. I would love to learn though. It's hard.
Yeah.
Especially when you have to be on it all the time.
There's a lot of Indian-based artists here as well.
Yeah.
There's Kunal Nair, there's Frida Pinto, I guess Priyanka Chopra now.
Yeah.
And who's that? Lauren Gottlieb, but she was born here.
Yeah.
Right? So how do you feel these kind of artists now inspire you to bring the craft more and more into Western countries like UK and USA, and how do they affect you?
How do they affect me? Well, I feel like any woman, especially like South Asian or Indian of color, like doing anything here is very important to me. I get super inspired. I don't know how to fully answer that question. I just feel inspired by everyone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's leave it at that.
Good answer.
Everyone inspires me. I actually was in Canada yesterday.
Okay.
And Jagmeet Singh,
Okay.
he's an awesome friend. He is running for Prime Minister of Canada, and I didn't really get to fully understand like what he does. I went up to him and I was like, I'm going to congratulate you, but I have no idea what you just won, because we don't really talk like Canadian politics here, right? They know everything about America.
Yeah.
So I felt like it was really cool to see, a person of color, and he is the first one apparently to get to that position of color, to see him, stand up and run for something, and it inspired me. So I mean, I don't follow Priyanka Chopra like that. I don't follow a lot of these people like that. But when I do see something, I definitely do feel inspired, especially when it's coming from someone Indian, just because it's been a struggle.
Right, yeah, of course.
It's been a struggle.
Yeah, cool. So what's next for Manpreet Toor?
What's next?
Yeah,
India.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's go.
So
Yeah.
dance workshops in India.
Yes, dance workshops, collaborations.
Okay.
Yeah, hopefully open a school in India.
Oh, okay.
Never come back here, no. I'll be back. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
It's a great having you here.
Thank you.
Thank you.